intersecting lines and their angles. Propositions are important rules to remember when doing geometry problems. It is necessary to understand and memorize these rules. See page 7 for additional proposition. Proposition 1. If two intersecting straight lines are perpendicular, then all four angles are 90 degrees. Proposition 2. If two lines intersect, then the opposite angles are equal. Let's look at some examples of these propositions. If two intersecting straight lines are perpendicular, then all four angles are 90 degrees. Line segment BD is perpendicular to EC. Therefore, angle BAC is equal to 90 degrees. If BAC is equal to 90 degrees, then all four angles are equal to 90 degrees. Angle CAD is equal to 90 degrees. Angle DAE is equal to 90 degrees. And angle EAB is equal to 90 degrees. If two lines intersect, then the opposite angles are equal. If angle 2 is equal to 125 degrees, then angle 4 is equal to 125 degrees, because angle 2 and angle 4 are opposite each other. If angle 1 is equal to 55 degrees, then angle 3 is equal to 55 degrees, because angle 1 and angle 3 are opposite of each other. Example, find the various angles. Angle C is given to be 22 degrees. We have to find all the other angles. Angle A is equal to 90 degrees. And the reason why we know angle A is equal to 90 degrees is because we recognize there's a small square here. When a small square is identified, it's understood that this angle is 90 degrees. One proposition states that if one angle forms 90 degrees, then all the other angles are also 90 degrees. Therefore, angle C plus angle B is equal to 90 degrees. Angle C is 22 degrees. 22 degrees plus angle B is equal to 90 degrees. Angle B is equal to 90 degrees minus 22 degrees. Angle B is equal to 68 degrees. Angle D. If angle A is 90 degrees and the lines are perpendicular, then angle D is also 90 degrees. Angle B and angle E are opposite each other. If two lines meet so the opposite angles are formed, then the opposite angles are equal. Therefore, angle B is equal to angle E. So if angle B is 68 degrees, then angle E would also be 68 degrees. Angle C and angle F are opposite angles. If angle C is 22 degrees, then angle F is also 22 degrees.
You may ask, why is learning these propositions so important? Propositions are rules that can be used everywhere. One never knows when one will need to apply these rules. My company, Reliable EDM, lives by the rules of algebra, geometry, and trig every day. Let me give you an example. Now, what I'm going to show you is not something you learn in textbooks. What you learn in textbooks are the rules. And from these rules, you apply them to hundreds of applications. And we get prints. I mean, complicated prints. And this is a fixture. This is not the part. The part that we actually worked on that I'm going to demonstrate over here on the board actually was a part that was 7 feet long. And this is just something we use to help us to apply these rules of geometry. Let me explain it to you over here. Now, what this part had was a keyway. This is a keyway in it. Now, what we had to do over here was we had to EDM a slot over here in relationship to this keyway. Now let's go back to this other diagram and I'll show you what it was. It was actually from over here, if I draw a line here, to this, the center of that approximately, this had to be 30 degrees. And what we have over here now is this fixture. Now we spent quite a bit of time, the three of us, we were looking at this part, thinking, and you may not understand what I'm talking to you about. But what I'm trying to show you, that in the workplace you apply these rules. And is that something that, well, we just look at it, we got the answer? No, we had to think a lot. And so we came up with this fixture to go into this keyway. And as you can see, this is flat over here. And we would indicate this in to guarantee that we get this here slot in here. Now if you notice then, over here, and if we can go on this one, over here, we go right in the center of this here. And over here, and we would just rotate the part around and we could put this fixture on the other side, and this is 120 degrees. This is 120 degrees, and this is 120 degrees. And by using this fixture, by rotating the part, we could now machine these slots. And as I stated earlier, you might not understand this, but what I'm trying to stress, which is so important, the importance of learning these rules so you can apply them to hundreds of applications out in the workplace.
Please pause the video now and complete the problems in your workbook. When finished, press play, and we'll continue with the next lesson.